welcome to Read. Today I have a bit of a different video. I'm not doing any thoughts or comments on a book, but just to give you an update as to where I am with that. Pretty much I am reading William Gaddis's The Recognitions. I am about this far through. I have a lot of notes. I know it's going to be a long video, and this book is superb. I am very much savoring it, but I knew I wasn't going to smash it out within a week just to get a video done. So I have this video instead, which is a bit of a library book haul. Local library just put up and said, hey, Valentine's Day, we've got a sale. Come bring a bag, fill it up, and it's $5 for the whole bag. And so I ended up actually getting 20 books, so 25 cents per book. And yeah, I'll just really quickly run through everything. I have some like repeats, and so like different editions of books, and but actually everything in here is a book that I haven't really read before. So yeah, okay, so I'll begin with the vintage books, which are here. And I got Austen's Persuasion, which I think I have like 3 versions of this book now, but I picked this up just because this is the nicest edition, and it's in really good condition. So yep, I got Dumas's The Three Musketeers. Haven't read anything from him. I know obviously about The Count of Monte Cristo, but my brother has read that, but it's just, you know, years down the track considering how many other big books I have to read. I got 2 Dickens books. I got Bleak House and Barnaby Rouge. I don't know if I'll ever read Barnaby Rouge, but this is in, I don't think anyone ever read this. This is in impeccable condition. And Bleak House I have heard about. I think Nabokov talked about it in his lectures on Western literature, but yeah, decided to pick that up. I obviously already have The Master and Margarita. My last video was on it, but I just picked up another edition for my partner because we've been sharing the book. So yeah. And lastly, George Eliot, Silas Marner. Yeah, I have Middlemarch. I kind of wish I found a version of Middlemarch that was in better condition than the one that I have, but yeah, wanted to pick up Silas Marner. More fiction, but not vintage editions. I got Margaret Atwood's Oryx and Crake. I wasn't the biggest fan of The Handmaid's Tale. I picked this up just to see if it would be a different vibe if I enjoy it, and well, you know, worst case I can sort of just give it to somebody else who might enjoy it. So yeah, I got this is probably the first find that I saw where, you know, it's a library D haul, so I was like, you know, we're probably not going to get a whole bunch of good stuff, but this was the first thing that I spotted where I was like, oh, I think we'll get some really good stuff in here. It's Cormac McCarthy's The Border Trilogy. So this has All the Pretty Horses, The Crossing, and Cities of the Plain. Yeah, this was a really big hit. Even if I only have heard about All the Pretty Horses, just getting more Cormac McCarthy because I really liked The Road, and I have Blood Meridian on my TBR shelf to read this year. So yeah, picked that up. Milan Kundera, Laughable Loves, rather. I don't know anything about Kundera. I do have a few of his books. I think I have The Unbearable Lightness of Being on my bookshelf to read this year, and yeah, just heard about his work and thought it would be great to pick it up. Mielville's China Mielville. I have The City and the City, but haven't read it. This is 3 Moments of an Explosion, a bunch of short stories. Yeah, thought it'd be cool. Okay, and yeah, last up, I got V for Vendetta by Alan Moore. I have read this ages ago, but I don't have my own copy, and I'm glad to have picked that up. And I got, you know, this is a bit weird. This is something I just picked it up for the novelty, but I probably won't keep it. It's just a graphic classics of Moby Dick, but obviously it's not the complete thing. It's just like they choose a chapter like News of the White Whale or The Rosebud, and it's just been illustrated. A Lucky Escape, Stubbs Supper. Yeah, could be cool, fun to flick through, but of course, you know, it's incomparable to the actual book. But it has a little bit of a biography on Melville as well. Not Mielville, Melville. But yeah, that's actually all of the fiction that I got. I'll move quickly onto poetry and poetry adjacent stuff. This is probably the highlight of today. Nabokov's collected poems. Yeah, I've obviously read a bunch of Nabokov, and I'm very, very keen to get into his poetry. So yeah, thought I'd pick this up, and definitely wanted to snag this as soon as I saw it. Horace, the complete odes and epodes, Horace. Yeah, just recognized the name and I thought, yeah, sure. And then the Cambridge Companion to Modernist Poetry, just to read and be a bit more critical, learn about it and be a bit more analytical. I think they talk about Eliot, they talk about W.B. Yeats, and so on. So yeah, just a great little haul. And yeah, this is a fun one. Probably something that could be gifted to somebody, but it's like a comic of Macbeth. So yeah, just scenes. I've read segments of Macbeth, but I'll obviously just read it normal at first. But yeah, it's not in a simplified language or text or anything. It's not like a No Fear Shakespeare English. It looks like it is the original text. So yeah. Okay, so lucky last, this is the non-fiction section. The first I have is Do I Make Myself Clear by Harold Evans, which seems really cool. It's like really honing your writing craft, focusing on not writing in the passive voice and writing an active voice, trimming up fat, and just, yeah, overall, as I'm getting more into writing, I thought this would be a great pickup. Imagine Destinies, so it's kind of criticizing the doomed race theory about Aboriginal Australians. Just stood out to me as something I hadn't even thought about. Even being a part Aboriginal Australian myself, I thought could be cool to just see some of the kind of dialogue on it. A Life in Music of J.S. Bach. I'm a musician, and so Father Bach is number one, so I had to pick this up. And reading Gaddis and seeing how much of how learned he is in theology, an encyclopedia of saints. This looks super cool. It's just, like flip to a random page and find a person's name. I thought something was leaking, but that's just it. Oh gosh. Just encyclopedia of saints. It's pretty. That's what it says on the title. But yeah, that's all 20 books. I got them for paid $5, so I paid 25 cents per book. And that's all I wanted to talk about today. I'm still working through the recognitions, which is why I wanted to bring a cool haul video. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.